West Holmes Knights Football Weekly Preview Show on WKLM.
This week's Knights Football Weekly Preview Show is brought to you by Village Motors in Millersburg. I'm Mac Way alongside Mike Kinsey. Boy, if you liked offense, Friday night was the night for you as West Holmes and Ashland combined for over 100 points scored, over 1,000 yards in that game, and West Holmes' 63-39 victory over the Ashland Arrows. And, Mike, sometimes you just have to outscore them, and West Holmes was able to do that on Friday.
Well, we've done that a lot this year, you know. I mean, we talked about last week or a couple weeks ago when we last talked, our defense have done really well this year, but hey, when you're putting up 63 points, that means they got to put up a bunch of points also.
No question about that. And give credit to the Ashland Arrows offense, able to be successful, really put the Knights defense to the test, especially with their passing game during that contest. And for West Holmes, a chance to look at some film and get better defensively after that going forward into the postseason.
And you're actually right. You know, these are young boys out there. They're you know, they make mistakes. You know, even the professionals make mistakes. So every game is a learning point for them, and they're going to learn and pick up things. And we haven't played too many four-quarter games this year. So, hey, I think the boys are doing exactly what they need to do. Just keep doing what you're doing, boys, and we'll be all right.
And speaking of keep doing what you're doing, how about a big night again for Sam Williams-Dixon, over 300 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns, and another special night for him as well as the offensive line doing what they do.
Well, I like that, you know, and I was thinking about that today. You know, I think that's just another way for us to say, hey, don't forget, we've got Sam back here. And if we give him the ball 30 times a game, he's going to get 300 yards. So we've talked, we've got a lot of weapons, and we just wanted to show we still got Sam.
No question about that. West Holmes now 8-0 on the season. They're 5-0 in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Let's go out to West Holmes now to Jake Sino and Zach Gardner.
Thanks, Matt. Coach, coming off a week in a game where your defense was challenged by the Ashland passing attack, what does a game like that kind of do to help your team get better, especially this deep in the regular season?
Yeah, it's definitely something that we were able to evaluate on film, and I feel get better from, you know, seeing those situations, you know, and everything that happened there was fixable, you know, and we've addressed it with our team. We've repped it up in practice, and you know, I definitely think that's something that we've rectified going forward. And you know, it's almost like something we needed to have happen, you know, to get pushed like that in that manner. It's been really good for us, you know, from winning Saturday morning and had a great week of practice getting ready for it.
And, Coach, coming off that game, of course, you're not going to shut out everyone, but what's it mean for your team to still put up 63 points in a tough game like that?
Yeah, and you know, to be honest with you, we left a lot on the field offensively as well. You know, so some drop passes, you know, turning the ball over, you know, so some breakdowns offensive line-wise. So, you know, there were some things to learn from that as well. But, you know, we're very talented. You know, our kids understand our schemes, and they take great pride. I was so proud of the way our offensive line played. You know, we wanted to come out, and we made it a point of emphasis all week in practice to establish the run. And, you know, we were able to come out and do that very well.
Coach, you're hosting OCC newcomer New Philadelphia this weekend. What have you been doing to get ready for the Quakers?
You know, Philly is a quality program. They're well coached. They have a tradition of success. Football is very important in that community, and you know, this is the type of teams that you want to compete against. For us, this is a huge week for us. You know, we have an opportunity to win a share of our third straight Ohio Cardinal Conference championship, and you know, and also to rectify some things that happened. The last time we lost a regular season game was back in 2020 at New Philadelphia. So it's just, you know, we're looking at it as an opportunity, you know, to see how far our program has come, you know, since then. And also our junior varsity team this weekend is playing for an undefeated football season against New Philadelphia's JV team. You know, our JV football players, those are our guys who go out and play scout team all week. So for them to go have the success that they're having on a Saturday morning during a junior varsity game is something very special. And, you know, we're excited. If you're not doing anything Saturday morning, travel to New Philadelphia and check out our junior varsity team as they try to finish off an undefeated football season.
All right, well, thanks, Coach. Good luck on Friday, and good luck to your JV team on Saturday as well.
Thank you.
Now here with Colin Gardner. And Colin, you've been the starting guard on this offense for the past 2 years. What is really the biggest difference in comparing this year's offense with last year's?
There's not really much of a difference, in my opinion, to be honest. Just different core people, wide receiver-wise and quarterback-wise.
And what has the offensive line been able to do to help improve that offense?
Last year we were more of a focus during the week the whole time, but this year we're more of like, if we play loose and we're playing loose the whole time, then we play better. But the more we grind during practice, the better we are.
Also playing some defensive end this season. What's been your mindset when you play D-end?
Just do whatever I can to help the team, and that's basically it. I mean, they put me there for a reason. I'm just going to do the best I can.
During the game against Ashland, you came away with a big sack in that game. Can you walk us through what happened on that play?
Well, before he was putting his hands up in my face and kind of made me mad a little bit. So the next play, they triple teamed me, and after that, they got me one-on-one, and I just bull rushed him until I hit the quarterback.
Well, Colin, thanks for your time today, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to Matt at Village Motors.
All right, Jake, thank you. Alongside Mike Kinsey once again here at Village Motors. And, Micah, what do you have available here on the these days at Village Motors?
Well, I'll tell you what, in the past few weeks, we've got a couple Super Duty trucks in. Actually, we have one left. We sold one, and we have some 2,500 Rams, diesels, and gas. So if you're looking for a commercial vehicle, I have a couple right now, and a Ford Transit, medium roof. So commercial guys, come and see us.
And, Mike, I know always financing options available here at Village Motors as well, right?
Yes, and some of the manufacturers are offering good competitive rates. But, yeah, we're plugged into about 14, 15 different banks, and we'll find the best rate for you.
In addition to all the vehicles you have under up, but also a great service department here at Village Motors as well.
I'd like to say we're the package deal that we can take care of you, from the service end of it to selling you a vehicle to fixing it up if it breaks down or even body work. So we're a one-place shop or one-shop place.
And how can people get in contact with you, Mike?
You can get in contact us many ways. You can get a hold of us by email or by telephone call. Any way that that you're comfortable with, we'll abide by doing it. So.
All right, that's Village Motors on Worcester Road in Millersburg. Well, New Philadelphia is coming off a 6-5 season last year, and their only playoff game, a loss to Hubbard last season. That was their least amount of wins they've had since 2018. And for West Holmes, the last time they faced the Quakers, that was back in 2018, and actually 2 years ago, I should say. In that year, West Holmes fell to the Quakers back in 2020, 37-15 in that contest. West Holmes just 1-10 though all time versus the Quakers. The lone victory that came back in 2000 when the Knights defeated the Quakers that year. 17-0 shutout win that year in Knight Stadium. As far as this season is concerned, West Holmes taking on this Quakers team. New Philadelphia is 5-3 on the season, and also in third place at 4-2 in the OCC in their first year in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. West Holmes, of course, back up to number 2 in the latest computer rankings in Division 4, Region 14. And West Holmes, with a win on Friday, they would clinch at least a share of their third straight Ohio Cardinal Conference championship. And alongside Mike Kinsey once again, and Mike, first year for the Quakers in the OCC, but a long line and a long history of football tradition over for New Philadelphia.
Definitely. I was looking forward to them to being in our conference because, like you said, traditionally they're good at all sports, and to be the best, you got to play the best, and good competition makes you good. So I welcome them to our conference for many years.
And for the Quakers, they've had trouble at times scoring points throughout this year, but also a really terrific defense displayed throughout this course of the season that West Holmes will have to take on.
Yeah, I think so. Like you mentioned, they're having trouble putting points on the board this year, which we are not. So hopefully we'll stay hot, and they won't.
And obviously West Holmes looking to stay hot, and a lot to play for still, certainly beyond the regular season, but also this Friday night here trying to clinch this OCC title once again.
Oh, absolutely. To me, the season's just getting started. We're very fortunate to be that way. There were many years that we didn't feel that way and we didn't make the playoffs. But, hey, hopefully it's going to be a 15-game season this year. I'm looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to it as well, no question about that. This Friday night, of course, will be video live streaming that game, courtesy of our partnership with Claxon Communications. We'll have that game on the WKLM YouTube page, and we're also going to be on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Our hometown football Friday night pregame show this Friday night is at 6 p.m. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. For Mike Kinsey, also Jake Seidel and Zach Gardner and Colin Gardner, I am Mac Roy, and that's been this week's Knights Football Weekly Preview Show, brought to you by Village Motors in Millersburg.
Thank you for watching the West Holmes Knights Football Weekly Preview Show on WKLM.